Welcome to Divorce Talk with Nicola Beer, a show dedicated to creating change and emotional healing for executives, professionals, and expats in the various stages of marriage breakdown and divorce. Discover insightful strategies to better manage your personal affairs and learn secrets to creating more happiness, love, and success in your life today.
Hi, this is Nicola Beer, and I'm so pleased you're here with me today because I have a very special guest who I will introduce in a minute. But before I do that, let me ask you a few questions. Did you make any New Year's resolutions? Perhaps you don't believe in them, but have been wanting to make some positive changes in 2016. Either way, how are the changes going? If you fail to do what you planned, don't give up. Setbacks happen. Just recommit to your goals and start again if you need to. Those who succeed keep going. They get back on that horse and try again. That saying, get back on the horse, reminds me of my driving test, or tests, should I say. I'm too embarrassed to share how many attempts it took me, but let's just say it was a few. I kept going though, and I got there in the end. Some individuals I'm working with at the moment feel like this with their relationships, where things go well for a while, and then something happens and they feel like they're back at square one. They're confused as to whether they should give up, keep going, and if change is really possible. Obviously, I cannot give answers, but I do guide individuals through an assessment to know. One thing I firmly believe, though, is that setbacks can be good, as long as we learn from them, as they give us feedback of what to do differently next time. And those I work with find having a thought partner like me and someone to guide them and hold them accountable makes a huge difference. So I really encourage you to enlist some support from someone that you trust. Another thing I support many individuals to break is emotional and healthy habits, from emotional eating, drinking, smoking, gambling, sex addiction, and anything else used to distract and avoid the loneliness, anger, boredom and guilt. There are various ways we tackle this through coaching, but a great way to make the change even easier is to get your subconscious on board. So how do you do that? Well, there are several different coaching tools, but I think the best is hypnosis. And I love hypnosis because it changed my life forever for the better. I used it to reprogram my body clock so I could sleep and stop waking up in the night. I also used it to quit a 20 to 25 a day smoking habit. And now I'm using it for public speaking, and it's great. And I'm grateful to have met Anna Yates in Dubai, who is a renowned hypnotherapist. And she runs a practice called Mind Solutions. And if you want to learn more about hypnosis, then she is the person that can guide you. So please tell me a little bit about yourself and your business and who you help.
Okay. My name's Anna Yates. My company is called Mind Solutions. I work from my villa in Dubai. My clients come from all around the region. I've had clients who come over from Saudi, Oman, Seychelles, up from Abu Dhabi, all over. Mainly people who are unhappy with the way their life is at the moment, whether it's because of relationship issues, stress, anxiety, weight issues, or they have some sort of addictions that they would like to overcome. And so they come to me and we work together to get a better life for themselves.
That sounds great. I mean, I know hypnosis really works. It's helped me change a lot of habits, and from doing relationship coaching and divorce coaching, I see people quite often having difficulty breaking habits. They fall into habits to block their emotions, stop feeling angry or lonely, and they have these habits that they want to kick. So who can hypnosis help? What areas can you help with if people are finding that they've got habits or things they're doing that they really wish they weren't doing?
Well, people fall into these habits usually because there's something else missing in their lives. It's a self-soothing sort of habit to try and trigger off their comfort or their happiness sort of zones, get them back into their comfort zone. so that it's sort of like a numbing thing. They can then avoid having to face up to the issues and problems in their life. So it could be sort of alcohol, chocolate, pornography, all number of things that people turn to at times when they are unhappy in their lives. And all of it is the subconscious pushing them to sort of seek some sort of happiness in their life, an alternative form of happiness, something that will just trigger off the pleasure zones in their brains. And that can be, using hypnosis, we can get into the subconscious and say, okay, that's not working anymore, let's try something different, something more healthy, more beneficial.
Great, sounds good. So what made you do what you do? How did you get into being an amazing hypnotist and coach?
I think, like most therapists, I sort of fell into it. I found that a lot of people used to come to me with their problems. I was always being told that I was a great listener. And eventually I thought, well, okay, why don't I try using this talent or skill or gift, whatever you would want to call it, to actually really genuinely help people. And that's why I do it, because it's just an amazing thing to see people turn their lives around. And they come in here, just in one session, they can come here absolutely feeling dreadful and unhappy and just leaving after an hour and a half feeling more positive and feeling stronger.
Great. It must be really rewarding seeing them change.
It really is.
Yeah. And so what are the greatest fears that people have or misunderstandings when it comes to hypnosis? I know when I've told people I've had hypnosis in the past, they've said, oh, isn't it scary? Or and do you have that a lot?
I do. It's really funny, actually, even when I'm sort of in a social situation, the minute I mention I'm a hypnotherapist, people seem to move away from me or look away. They sort of think I'm going to sort of like magically get them to start telling me all their secrets, which is one of the big fears, that they will lose control, or I might start asking them questions that they're uncomfortable about. So it's just about reassuring people that I'm there to help them. Their subconscious will protect them from any harm. And in hypnosis, it's just very relaxing. For some people, they just, the half an hour of hypnosis can just help them to just calm down, reduces their stress levels and enables them to put everything in perspective.
Great. And when people think of hypnosis these days, one of the main things they think of is quit smoking or weight loss. Do you have those programs? Are they popular, and how do they work?
Yeah, actually they are very popular. I have quit smoking is a 2-session therapy, and I probably have about 95% success rate. And the people who fail are either they didn't really want to quit in the first place, maybe their wife wanted them to quit or something like that, or they don't listen to the hypnosis. And if you don't listen to the hypnosis, then you're really setting yourself up for failure. With the weight loss, it's a much bigger sort of issue. I mean, with weight management, it's not so much about what you eat, it's why you eat and how you eat and when you eat. So with the weight management, we try to get back to why have these people got a bad relationship with food. It can be just a comfort thing, or it can be habit from their childhood. Maybe when they were a child, they were told they had to eat everything on their plate. As an adult, we shouldn't have to feel like we have to eat everything on our plate, but we're programmed. So the weight management is usually from 2 to 4 sessions with hypnosis to just reprogram the subconscious to help that person to develop a healthy relationship with food that will work for them rather than against them.
Yeah, I mean, it's really important because you see people trying all these diets and it's not making any difference, or as soon as they stop, they go back to their old habits. So it's the programming that it's really important.
Yeah, I mean, the dieting industry is one of the biggest industries in the world. Clearly it doesn't work because obesity is on the increase. So we do need to find out why is that person eating the wrong things and change their whole conception about food and what it's there for. We should only actually eat for one reason, and that's because our body needs food. we're hungry, not because we're tired or we're bored or we're angry or for any other reason.
And so many of us do it. I mean, I can vouch for that myself. So how can the listeners get in touch with you, find out more about what you do?
Well, we've got a website. There's quite a bit of information on our website. There's a blog as well. All our contact details are on there, so they can contact us either by email or calling us and having a chat.
Okay.
We offer a free sort of 15-minute session where people can just come and meet us, find out where we are, and just make sure that we're the right people to help them.
Oh, that's really good, because I think people have a lot of fear, and if they can come here for 15 minutes and see your beautiful surroundings, really, really comforting, then they can put their mind at rest and make decisions. So what's your website address?
www.mindsolutionsdubai.com.
Mind Solutions Dubai. Great. Well, we'll have that when this goes out as well.
Great.
And any advice for any of the listeners or the readers today wondering how they can prepare for a session with you, or what they need to do or plan?
They don't really need to do anything other than come with an open mind, come with some sort of idea in their mind of what it is they want to achieve, although we will delve into that, and usually we find other things as well once we start actually chatting. But really it's just about coming with an open mind, being and allowing the therapy to do its job.
Great. Thank you. Well, that's all we've got time for now, so it's wonderful to have you on the show.
Thank you very much for inviting me along.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for listening to Divorce Talk with Nicola Beer. If you have enjoyed the programme, please leave a rating and review on iTunes, so more people dealing with marriage breakdown and divorce get the support they need. If you want more great free resources, such as secrets to a happier relationship, moving on fast after divorce, or tips on parenting through divorce, be sure to visit www.purepeacecoaching.com today.